Hi guys, I am back finally. I think I finally figured out how to film these weeklies, and I'm gonna have to probably do the cash stuffing in with the weeklies just so I can get these up in a reasonable amount of time. So today we are doing the budget for the pay period starting well, you're going to see this in the next day, but today is April 15th for me, and this pay period is going to the 21st. So, let me bring it in. Okay, we are working with 1550, hopefully, unless something goes wrong with payroll. And then the first bill up is going to be the Chase card. That comes out on the 17th, and the amount is $296. So that I'm starting to see the monthly payments drop on this, and that is wonderful to see. Next we have Hulu, and that is $5.99. We have Best Buy, and that is $30.37. Then we have Nicor, that is our natural gas, and that is 43, or should be right around there. Next we have the Wells Fargo card, and that is $79. And then we have our water bill, and I'm going to guess 87. It's usually right around 86 to 89, right in there somewhere. Okay, and then I'm going to total that up real quick, just because I can no longer trust my mental math. Bring this down here. I don't know how well it's going to show up because I have the screen pretty dark. Right. Okay, so that total should be 541.36. Okay, and that will leave us with 1,008.64. Bring that down. And if you're new here, I'm actually using the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom. I've printed those sheets out and just stuck it in a big size Happy Planner. I definitely like the flexibility of having or being able to print as many times as I need to, because I can never find my whiteout when I need it. So, all right, I'm gonna bring you up a little bit so you can see the envelopes. Okay, so I'm actually excited for this one, guys, because I finally have more than the cash envelopes to stuff. I have sinking funds also. Like I said, doing the weekly has thrown me off big time, but we're working it out. I kind of feel like by the time I finally work out the weekly, it's going to go back to bi-weekly, but that's okay. Okay, medical, we are doing 50. Grocery, we are doing 200. Gas, we are doing 70. We are definitely feeling the increased gas prices by us, so. All right. My husband's allowance. It feels so funny calling it that, but. And then my allowance, we're doing 25. Then let me see, I'm going to move, I have an iPad here off to the side. Let me move that out so I can move this up. Okay, then we have household, and that is 25. And this is definitely one of those budget items. I'm still trying to figure out what I want this to really be and stick to. But we're getting there. Let me know what you guys use in your household category, or if you have a similar category, what you use that for. Because we do online grocery pickup, a lot of the times I'm getting our groceries, our laundry items, sometimes clothing, all in the same order. And so it makes it a little difficult to break down sometimes. Now I'm sure if I just tried, I could break it down better. But let's see. Okay, now we have eating out. And that is 40. And then we have miscellaneous, and that is 25. And that miscellaneous for us is frankly anything we forgot about, or if an unexpected budget item comes up. I'm probably going to be getting a bill soon from Quest for blood work. So depending on how much is in that medical envelope, because I let that build, I'll probably pull some from there and then perhaps use some from miscellaneous. We'll see when we get there. Okay, so that total ends up being $475. And then that should leave us, you know what, I'm going to run it just in case. Okay. That should leave us with, okay, $533.64. Okay, now we get to go to sinking funds, which is one of my favorite things. All right, first thing we have is car stickers or car tags, and that is 15. Gifts, we are doing 50. House maintenance, we are doing 50. And car maintenance, we are also doing 50. Then we have clothing, which is 25. We have fun, which is 25. We have the girls, that is also 25. Insurance, now that is for our car insurance renewals. We pay it every 6 months, so that amount is pretty high. It's usually about $750, so this was definitely a need as far as a sinking fund, rather than, a want. That is 63. Haircuts, put 27. And then we have Christmas and 50. Okay, now I had pre-totaled that, so that should be 380. Now I'm going to bring that, put that amount in. All right, now I'm going to bring that amount 533.64 minus 380. And we will have 153.64 left. So what I'm going to do, and what I have been doing, is anything left is going into savings for right now. Do we need to pay off debt? Absolutely. The reason I'm putting it into savings is I we'll be having a baby towards the end of October, very beginning of November. The official due date is November 6th, but we'll see. Um, and so for right now, what I'm trying to do is save as much as possible. That's one thing we learned with everything going on in the world right now is we need to make sure we have enough set aside. No, unfortunately, no job is ever safe, right? So I want to make sure I have this built up if we need it, and also because I'm going to get some of the baby things out of that. We don't need much. My youngest is going to be 3 in just a few weeks here. And if it is a boy, then I definitely need clothes. If it's a girl, I definitely don't. But we just need a couple things, so I'll take that out of that amount, of course. Then, once baby is here and they're doing well, I am doing well, more than likely what we will do is take a large chunk of that savings and then put it towards debt. I just want to have that there just in case, like I've mentioned in a previous video. My boss tried to replace me when I was pregnant last time. I don't doubt he'll try that again. Yes, I know how screwed up that is. Believe me. So I just want to, protect myself when it comes to that. So we're going to do that. And in a future video, I'm going to show you guys how much we've been able to save thus far. So that'll be kind of fun to just kind of check in on. Okay, so I'm going to put that 153. I'm just going to say savings. Put 153.64. Bring that down. And zero it out. Now, I know I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. If you are not at a point where you're comfortable going to a zero-based budget, don't. That's okay. It takes time to get comfortable. Honestly, sometimes I'm still uncomfortable with it. It's kind of scary because if you do mess up a number, you could throw things off big time. So I get it. You have to do what works best for you and your family. You may see some videos and people are super aggressive paying off debt, and that's amazing. I love watching that. I always say I like to live vicariously through them. And others you see are at a point where maybe they don't have debt or they've already paid it off. So they're, super savers. And then others, kind of like me, where I have to kind of switch up a game plan here and there. And that's fine. You just have to budget for where you are now. That's all you can do. All right, so we're going to get to the fun stuff. Okay, let me get this out of here. So I finally got the other binder, guys. So I was able to split up cash envelopes and sinking funds. Because the envelope, or the binder was getting full to the point of ridiculousness, where I couldn't, move an envelope easily. So, okay, so first things first, we are doing medical. So medical is going to get, I didn't even set my money out, y'all. Okay, let me get this set up. So we can make it all pretty. Back you guys out. All right. So is there anything, I can't believe it is the middle of April already. Does anyone else feel like we're in a time warp at this point? Because honestly, I don't know what's happening. Okay, move this up, move that up. Okay. And I think all the bills are facing the right way. For those of you who are bothered by that, I get it. I have my own quirks. So, all right, we've got medical. Let's see here. Okay, as you can see, I've got a decent amount in here. That's what we want. My husband has new insurance through work. So, and we haven't had to use it yet other than prescriptions. So I'm not quite sure how the deductibles and all that'll pan out and how they are with covering, preventatives and all that stuff. So I want to make sure we have a good amount so when we do have to use it, it's not a pain. So that amount is going to be 50. I'm sorry if I'm blinding you. Let's do this. Angle it. There we go. All right, I'm going to do two 20s. 20, 40, and 50. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do a little count here. Oh my gosh, y'all. I am not with it today. So today for me is Thursday when I'm filming this, and Friday cannot come quick enough. It cannot come quick enough. All right. So let's see. So we just added 50 in. So we have 50, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36. So 136. I'm going to go ahead and update that. So what is something that you guys are struggling with your budget lately? I feel like spring's kind of a weird time. It seems like it's always weird for me budget-wise. Part of that, I'm sure, is just, you've got St. Patrick's, Easter, if you recognize it, of course. Then I have my girl's birthday, my mom's birthday, my nephew's birthday. It seems like spring kind of starts the domino of spending. So what are you guys struggling with this week or this month so far? I think we all, have periods of the year that get a little more crazy than others. So, okay, gas is getting 70. So that is 20, 40, 60, 70. Now, I'm going to leave this in here because some of this has to go to the bank, because I actually made a transaction on my way to the bank. Anyway, long story, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the envelope. So, 70, I'm not going to count the other because that's going to be deposited. All right, my husband is getting 40, 20, 40. And he has some left in there, or as I call it, I forgot to give him last week's. So, all right, then I'm going to set aside my 25. Go over there. Now, household is also getting a 20 and a 5. And I believe, yes, I still have 25 in there. Okay. What is next? Eating out. Eating out is getting 40. So I'm going to do two 20s. And y'all, look at that. I still have money left in there for once. So I'm just going to let that one build So this is 20 and 40. Then miscellaneous. Oh, let me get haircuts out of there. Miscellaneous is 25. 25. And I have to find out soon. This just made me think of it. My youngest should be going into preschool come August. I guess we'll kind of see how everything in the world is going at that point. And I'm going to have to find out what the cost of that is. So we'll just add that to the list of all the things I need to do. All right. Now I'm going to go back here. Haircuts, that is 27. I'm going to do 25, 6, and 7. Okay, so I know I asked, what is something you're struggling with? What is something you feel like you've gotten a grip on? Either in April or leading up to April. What's something you feel like you finally figured out? Whatever it is. It does not have to be budget related. I know this is going to sound so stupid, but we're going to talk about it anyway. Because I'm going to get my sinking funds binder ready here. I finally figured out that I need to just buy detergent at the same time I'm buying softener and vice versa. Because without fail, I will run out of one before the other. And so it seems like my grocery bill, because again, I throw it all into grocery, right? We will have these giant grocery bills because then I have to get detergent, softener. I'll run out of, dishwashing tablets, dish soap, all the things. But what I was thinking about, I know some ladies and some of the guys that budget as well on here, they will have a bulk or an envelope for bulk buying. And I was thinking about it, and that might be something that makes sense. Usually what I do is Target, just for instance. Target will have deals where it's, buy three items from this group. Usually it's like household cleaners and stuff like that, and they'll have like detergents and whatever else. But you get a $5 gift card or a $10 gift card if you're spending this much and blah blah. Usually what I'll do is I'll stock up on detergents and softeners at that time. But I don't do it consistently because that's, it's kind of a lot to spend at once, right? So I'm thinking if I do it like that, that might work, or having some kind of like bulk buying envelope, something. So let me know what you think. Do you guys do something similar to that? We had a Costco membership at one point. The problem is we have a very small fridge. So I couldn't take advantage of those awesome deals on some of the, meats or even, fruits and veggies that I could freeze. Just because our freezer is so tiny. I think our fridge, I don't know the dimensions. I'm not even going to try and figure it out. If you've ever had a refrigerator in an apartment, that is basically the size of our house refrigerator, which would be fine if the freezer was maybe a little bigger. So anyway, I don't know. I'm rambling at this point, but I'm thinking about doing that bulk thing. So if we can figure out, and we don't have room for, like a deep freezer, unfortunately. We have a ranch with a crawl space, and it is a very small ranch. So other than having the deep freezer in the middle of the family room, I'm not sure where we'd put it, but I could get creative. We might just do that. All right. Car stickers. Okay, 10 and 15. Put that right in here. Gifts, that is 50. And you guys are going to see this envelope is going to be hit hard over the next couple months with all the birthdays we've got coming up, and that's okay. That's what it's there for. Okay, we got house maintenance, 50. And y'all, this envelope specifically has saved us. I didn't know how much we'd use it, and I am so thankful that we started this, because we've already had plumbing stuff and stuff with appliances, and luckily those were just repairs rather than replacing, but nonetheless. Okay, car maintenance, also getting 50. Clothing is getting 25. 20 and 5. All right, fun. That is getting 20 and 5. Back here. Kids or girls are getting 25. Okay, like I said, I'm just letting these build up. And every now and again, we'll kind of total them just for fun. Insurance is getting 63. I'm going to do 50, 60, and 3. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I was overthinking that for a minute there. All right. And then Christmas. That is getting 50. All right. And then I think next time we're going to be adding some more to pets. Because we're getting those appointments set up, and I want to make sure we have enough for their flea and tick treatments, and our backyard gets... We basically back up to a forest preserve, so there are ticks and fleas aplenty. We also have tons of wildlife at all points in time, dropping little friends off in our yard, so want to make sure we get that handled. All right, so that is it for this video. And like I said, I'm not going to do a weekly recap, or I'm not going to commit to that, I should say. But what I am going to do is at the end of each month do a review. And we'll go over everything and see how we ended up. All right, guys. I'm so glad to be back. I know it was just a few days, but still. And I hope you're doing great. Happy budgeting. Bye.